I am at the Alamo Drafthouse to see Alien Romulus by Fede Alvarez this time. He made a couple of films I really liked. He made Don't Breathe and the Evil Dead remake, which was okay. So, I don't know. Our filmmakers keep being tempted down this path to try to top and follow Ridley Scott and James Cameron. Good luck, man.
Whatever comes, we'll face it together.
Let's go.
All right, hats off to Fede Alvarez for making a worthy addition to the franchise. Pretty good. So yeah, first of all, recommended. Maybe that's all you need to hear right now. I don't want to spoil anything. But if you're still listening, I do want to add, this series has always been about our fears of a future that is post-human, that all of our technology is not going to save us, that somewhere out there there's a biological entity that's better at the whole living, reproducing thing than we are and will replace us, that there's no place in the future for us. We will be outcompeted. And this movie is probably the first one I've seen in the whole series that really focuses almost exclusively on sort of the animal kingdom-ness of the story. It really focuses on how much is an individual's life worth. When you do the calculus of, okay, is that going to save one person or is it going to save the species, right? The whole nature is red in tooth and claw, the sort of the survival of the fittest aspect of the story makes Alvarez a really good director for something like this, because he's always been interested in those kind of visceral things, you know, blood, sweat, goo. He has a great eye for detail for all that stuff. And in this case, it really shines in how interested he is in the sort of sexual life cycle of the xenomorph. I would think this film is more interested in that than just about anything else. It really gives a lot more love and attention to H.R. Giger's designs, I think, than any of the previous Alien films, which are saying a lot. He really pays a lot of attention to the sexual reproductive aspect of the xenomorph. I mean, he practically fetishizes it and gets away with some imagery that I don't think any of the other Alien films have attempted. I know that Ridley Scott and Giger tried it in the first Alien and were censored in certain Catholic countries because they couldn't show that sort of stuff. A minor criticism, very, very minor, because Alvarez is such a detail-oriented director, he really gets down into the nitty-gritty and details of a scene. He's very specific and very detailed. Sometimes it's at the expense of a larger view, which I would have appreciated in some places where we get a little lost in the action, and sometimes I wasn't very prepared, or I don't think the scenes were set up quite well enough. Sometimes the geography of the space isn't set up well enough, and sometimes you end up the wrong kind of confused, because it actually ends up working against some of the tension he's building when you don't know the spatial relationships between things. The fact that a little of the film is shot just a little too dark for my taste doesn't help, but it's pretty minor. Very minor quibbles. Overall, I thought it was pretty great.
You should like and subscribe. I swear to God, you're going to love it.